I forgot my bug spray. Hey there, friendlies, how's up? I'm at the park, the Bois de Liesse, I think it's called, here in Montreal. I don't even really know if this park is open right now, but I'm taking a mental health evening, shall we say. The missus is very understanding. She said, you know what, go, I'll take care of the girls tonight. Kick back, see some trees. So that's what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about, but I'm pretty sure I'll come up with something. So I guess roll that intro. Before we go any further, I'd just like to say that if you're new around here and you'd like to see more cool videos about outdoorsy stuff like bushcraft and camping and hiking, then please subscribe and hit that little bell so you won't miss anything. All right, let's do it. So yeah, I'm here to decompress a little bit. There's a fork here. I hear voices that way, so I'm headed this way. Well, it's nice to see my friends the mosquitoes are out. That's for sure. Oh well. It's still nice to be out though. It's hot today, man. It is hot today. Let's see how long I can handle this with having forgotten my bug spray and all. It smells nice though. I wonder if I could talk to you guys about something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, especially if you consider the depressing ass times we're living in. I didn't do a show us your steak video. I watched a lot of those because I think that men's mental health is an issue. I think most of us don't really talk about the hell that's going on inside us. And sorry if I'm moving the camera around a lot, guys. It's just I'm trying to keep the damn mosquitoes off my arms. I have sleeves. Give me a second. There we go. That's better. Where was I? Tripping and almost falling on my arse is where I was. Yeah, I didn't do a show us your steak video, even though I thought it was a great idea. I watched a lot. I saw some YouTubers that I deeply respect doing videos. I discovered some new guys to watch through those videos. But here's the thing. You know, it always ended up being a variant on the same tune, right? You know, as guys, we don't really talk about our mental health. So if you're in trouble, find someone to talk to. And what I didn't see in even one of those videos, and I will say, if one of you watched a bunch of those videos and came across someone who did this, I want to know about the video. But I didn't see one video by someone who said, you know what, I'm not doing great. And that's what I was looking for. I wanted to see a video by someone who said, look, I'm hurting and I'm doing the best I can, or I'm hurting and I'm looking for help, or I'm hurting and I need help. Because you know, we're not all doing okay. And even with all the videos and all the messages and all the blah, 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 boys still don't talk about their agony. You know what? I'm not doing okay. I'm not. I haven't been for years. I'm not going to TMI you guys about my childhood or anything like that, but I have a black dog who comes and visits me every now and again, every few months, every few weeks. And when he comes and sits on me, I can't even see how to get out from under him. And so maybe I'll disappear from YouTube for a little while and then say nothing about it, but come back. Or maybe it doesn't matter. But the fact is, I was looking for someone else to say that. Because I don't know if I'm going to even put this video up, because I have the exact same fear as most other guys do. I don't want to seem weak. And that's the problem with all the messages. It's always, look, there's no shame in being a man who's in pain. And it's almost never, look, I'm a man who's in pain, so I know what I'm talking about. And, you know, I'm pretty dark at the best of times, and this whole COVID thing has me tail spinning in a big, big way. I'm going to turn back because I'm just getting swallowed alive. I don't even know if I'm in frame. Because the camera is better on the back of this phone than the front. But, you know, like, that's what I was looking for. I wanted someone to say, you know, here's my steak. I don't feel well, and I want to talk about it. I don't even need details. I don't necessarily need to know why someone is depressed. And, you know, at the end of the day, by not talking about this, us guys, we rob ourselves of the possibility of happiness. I say that, you know, getting into the woods and shooting videos is how I avoid paying for therapy, and I'm not kidding about that either. Those are both very therapeutic to me. Being surrounded by lush nature, the smells, the sounds, the sights. Sitting there next to a fire, cooking something that's probably terrible for me, but you know, hey, I cooked it over fire. These things ground me. You know, they calm the monsters in my head, as I like to say. But I might be too afraid to put this video up now that I've said that, right? Like when I'm sort of saying it in a half-joking way, hey, Jesse's really funny. When I get serious about it, I have no idea. I don't know. And it's like there's legions of trolls who are just waiting for people to not be strong for a minute so that they can pounce. I think these mosquitoes are sapping my will to live. Wow, look at that burl. Holy Hannah. Could you imagine what you could make from that burl? But you know, I know that I'm not alone in being kind of down sometimes. Right now, it's probably the worst it's been in recent history. But, you know, there is a pandemic on, so I'm going to give myself a break. Being trapped in my house is just, you know? But I know a lot of people who are going crazy trapped in their houses. You know what? I've got an idea. Let me go and sit down for 1 minute. If I can get these guys to leave me alone. It's the Parc Nature de Bois de Liesse. So the Liesse Woods Nature Park. Yeah, that sounds like a good translation. Solid translation for you guys there. Look at all that fluff, guys. Look at that. I hope I'm in frame there. Backpack full of stuff that I didn't get to use because somebody forgot the damn bug spray. Gotta hydrate on a day like this, man. Oh, so good. So good. Here's the deal. I just got this idea. I always carry a pack of cards around with me, which is weird because I never actually get to use them. But let's see, get rid of the jokers, get rid of the advertisements. Okay. Just put that down there. Pack of cards. Don't know why I didn't think of this before. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw my cards all over the place. I very rarely use these ones, so they've still got that sort of slickness that a new pack of cards has. Just gonna, you know, do the usual. It's hard to do without a table under you, but anyway, whatevs. Do a little Peter McKinnon tricks or something. I'm gonna draw a card, and the number of the card is the number of things that I have to come up with for which I am grateful. Let's call it a gratitude deck, just for the, I'm hoping for an ace here, guys. Okay? Should I take it from the top, or should I just, you know what? I'll do this. Oh, no, a face card doesn't work. What would a queen be? A 12? No, it's gotta be a number card. It's gotta be a number card. An ace is a number card, by the way. It's a 1. Again. This is not working. Seven. Oh man, 7 things. 7 things to be grateful for. Okay. Number one, hold on. Number one, I am grateful to live at a time when we can have a crew of medical specialists around to make sure that a food allergy is not a death sentence for my daughter. I'm grateful that we live in an era when medical knowledge has come that far. And as a rider clause, I'm grateful that I live in a country where EpiPens don't bankrupt my family. And ambulance rides are $126 in Montreal rather than what some other people pay. That's number one. 2, this is going to be tough. 7, eh? Okay, 2, I am grateful to see that my channel is growing in spite of YouTube's best efforts to keep smaller guys like me down. Actually, rider clause 3, I'm grateful for the response to my live streams. Oh, bunny. Do you see that? Oh, look at you. Okay, number 3 is I'm grateful I noticed that. Amazing. There's another one over there on the road. So what I was going to say is number 3 and then move to number 4 because of all the bunnies, the bunny action is, yeah, I'm grateful not only for the way the subs have reacted to my Tuesday live streams, but the great crew of guys who have come on for the panel discussion series and now for the new interview series. It gives me a sense of a creative outlet that is very different than my normal videos, and it plays sort of an integral part in the way I see my channel and myself as a YouTuber. I'm just thrilled about it. I'm grateful that I'm no longer the sort of urchin living a poor-ass neighborhood that I was growing up. Not everyone can get out of that. And I'm glad that I did. It wasn't through any sort of heroics or anything. I was as lucky as I was bloody-minded. But I sometimes drive through my old neighborhood, and I'm glad I'm not there anymore. 6 is easy. I'm grateful for the woman I met, who, even though she brings a lot more to this relationship than I do, still felt the need to hang out with me for what we're around 15 years now, and liked me enough to have 2 beautiful babies with me. Yeah, it was an easy one. So, number 7 I have to redo here at home because while I was sort of stabbing around at the back of my phone to hit the record button, I hit the slow-mo, which was funny, but not in a good way. So what I had said for number 7 was that I'm grateful for the cascade of events in my life that have led me to where I am today. In terms of getting me back in touch with my love of the outdoors. Because it didn't have to happen that way. I could have just left it forgotten. I mentioned to you guys in a live stream that it was at a time when I was just a really irritating, self-centered teenager when I was car camping with my dad and my sister in, I think it was Manning Provincial Park in BC, and we were taking a tour of the subalpine meadows. And just that event, the vista that I saw when we were on top of these little, rises, partway up a mountainside, that I didn't notice right away because it wasn't like a click and suddenly I'm all bushcrafty and tree huggy, but that event did start a cascade of philosophical changes and emotional changes pertaining to the outdoor world. And that cascade of events, some of it was just my experiences in the outdoors. Some of it was discovering like Ray Mears, right? Bill Mason, Dick Prenicky. These are guys who I watch over and over and over again because it's like, it's soul food. And I'll probably just be watching these guys forever. They're like an old favorite song. And when you hear it again and again, it reminds you of simpler times or better times. So yeah, that's number 7. So as I always say, if you like what I'm doing, please get the conversation started down below. This week, what I want to know is, are you depressed as hell? It's not what I want to know at all. What I want to know is, tell me one thing that you're grateful for. It can be really therapeutic to think of those things right now. Aside from that, please share this video. That helps me more than you could possibly imagine. Aside from that, if you are not yet subscribed, then subscribe and hit that little bell so you don't miss anything, and leave me a smiley thumb. If you don't like what I'm doing, it's all right. Leave me a frowny thumb. Thanks for watching, guys.